It says that, but is it actually? I don't get it. I don't get it. Screensaver. No, it's not working. And I can't figure out why. Public, unlisted. That's so bizarre. I don't know why it is not working. It says one person is watching, but I don't think that is the case. So I can't get it. Oh, it's open. Oh, it's open on a different thing. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure what is going on. It says this is upcoming. Sorry, guys. I am trying to get it to work. I guess this is fine. I don't know why. That's really bizarre. Because I clicked on the other thing. Like to go to live to the other thing. Because I had it up. I guess I need to. What is? Sorry, guys. I'm gonna change the picture really fast to get it to the other thing, and then. Right. Now that looks normal. I guess I have to delete this upcoming. I don't know why it wasn't letting me go into it. I was clicking it, and then nothing happened. And then I changed applications, and it still didn't let me. If I go to content, live, upcoming, I guess this one I just have to cancel. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now it should show up. All right. All right. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Lux. I think everything's fine. I guess people will have to come over from the other stream. I'm not sure what was going on. I was trying to get into the other stream. It was not letting me. So that was a whole thing. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Can't change it now. Is the new pet any good? Hello, D'Anthony. Lux, is the new pet any good? Yes, the new pet is essentially a replacement for the old pets. So you used to run these guys, the aliens, for PvE. Now these new Perogon pets. But as you can see, these aliens don't give a lot of stats. These new Perogon pets give the same stats as the dragons, which it looks like, yeah, around 8,000. But these go from 8,000 to 9,000 and give you the element advantage. So these are water. If it'll show me, yeah, these are water. So you'll get extra water, one extra water element per Perogon pet. And I am in room 1 if anyone wants to breed pets. And we can talk about, I was going to make a video on the pets and stuff like that. We can talk about the pets and some of the spawns and some of the other stuff as well. I also need to make an update video talking about where my new account is, how that's going. And I haven't done Crystal Assault either, or the Crystal Sacred Altar. I haven't actually tried that. I rewatched Free Ren. That was awesome. How did you obtain the new pet? So the new pet comes in one of the event quest missions. You have to speak to your pet. So you have to go here, here, and then talk to your pet. And it'll take 20 times. It takes about probably 2 minutes of clicking for you to be able to max it out. And you have to talk to your pet 20 times, and then you get the egg. And then once you have the egg, you go here, and it would be under eggs. Well, I guess it would pop up here first, and you would have to select it, and then you would go to eggs. I'll do it with this one. Hello, Craig. Do GABA. Yeah, so my goal for today is to start breeding, and then hopefully we can get some different colors. Because there's a 20% chance of getting a separate color according to the Perogon, or the pet information. So if you go to, I was going to make a whole video on it, so at some point it'll come out in a more concise manner. But if you go here, and then I think it wasn't this one, it was breeding. Nope, wasn't this one. Pairing. Yeah, right here, patterns. So when we're talking about patterns, there's the element. There's a 20% chance that you'll get a random element, and since they've only given out blues, the water paragons, I'm hoping we can get some other paragons today. Pairing, receive. Which 2 pets did I do? Ooh, paralysis recovery, that's good. I think I'll probably swap that out for this. I think I did, hang on. If I tried to breed this one, so I did GABA and Wutot. So I can swap out GABA This one's GABA. Yeah, I can swap out GABA. And is this one Wutot? Nope. This one's Wutot. Yeah, okay. So I can unequip GABA and Wutot. And then grab these eggs. And I guess I'll do Wutop as well. Pairing. Okay. Now we're going to open the eggs. And I have to wait until he's done pairing. Water Pero. And then I can unequip this guy. So the only one that I have not bred so far is the wee guy. Alright, awesome. Once Ancient accepts that, then I can get all of the eggs. And then we're going to do some more breeding. Try to get even more eggs. Even more pets. Alright. And we're going to do some normal quests. So how have you guys been? I had an exam on analytical chemistry. That was kind of interesting. It was basically just a math exam. Dang. Those stats are gnarly. Ooh. Astartes. I actually have some unbuilt stuff. Let's see, I have built a Knight Dominus, and I have some other Knight stuff that I have not built. And I actually bought a bunch of Hellsmiths. And I was gonna make a Hellsmiths army. I have not done magnetizing before, so I started magnetizing them. That'll be fun. But I think, I have a lot of the 30k Adeptus, the Space Marines. I have some Custodes. I have some Necrons I can see. I have I have Grey Knights as well. I wish the Titan Grey Knights actually looked good. I feel like the Grey Knights would be my favorite faction, but the actual Knights look way better than the Grey Knights. Sorry, I'm talking 40k. They updated the Prism app and it actually looks pretty good now. When you're actually in the app. Alright. So, did we pop them? Nope. A little bit more. I guess we'll do another one. I feel like there's a bunch of stuff going on in the world right now. I'm hoping that the next event drops some good stuff. I was kind of disappointed by the spawns. I would have liked to have seen some better stuff. Oh, thank you. I think it'll be too loud. Sorry. I mean, you can watch TV. I can go upstairs also. That's fine. I'll go upstairs. Hang on a second, guys. And I'll go upstairs. I guess I'll go in our bedroom. All right, hang on just a second. I am gonna go downstairs and do something real fast. Now, I need to do this. And I don't think you guys can hear the application, can you? Or maybe you can. Well, let me know if the sound is good. Alright, I guess we'll name this. It's kind of disappointing that we're getting all of the same so far. Dang, we got all of the same. Very unfortunate. Well, let's try to level them up at least. Let's see. Oh, that was... Ooh. Hello. Hello, Invincible. We are doing Perogon pets right now. Okay. This trying to get some other elements. That is the goal of the stream, is to get some other elements. Besides this blue. I might do some PvP later. Kind of depends. Or I might change to the other account. You don't know what they're supposed to be used for? The new Peragons, they have more stats than the aliens, so they give you elemental advantage. Each Paragon gives one element, similar to how the aliens give you element. So I can actually show you that. So, if you go here to equipment, you can see I have 5 water right now. If I go here and I go to this guy, if I unequip them, so that I only have 4, then I go back to equipment. You can see I have lost 1. So each one is worth 1 element. So you can get an extra 5 element from the Peragons. Oh, not this. Want to feed? Actually, ooh, that's not bad. How do you get multiple of those pets? By breeding. That's not bad. I'll keep this one. What did this guy get? Level 3 one. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We're doing a breeding party. Dang. Can't get him because I made a mistake earlier. That's my bad. How many... what does he have? Damage reflect? I might just get rid of this one. Alright. So, we are in with Pets 3 if you want to breed with us. Alright, if anyone has breedable pets, we can do that. Please, somebody with the pets. That's fine. If no one has it, then I can just level them up. Oh, hey, Firework. How you doing? Go to... Oh, no. Nope, application. I go to... has a pet. That's fine. I'll do some more. And so if you guys accept them and then we're running them, different chat messages. That's interesting. I have not read the pet chat messages in probably like 4 or 5 years. Hey, we're actually getting some people in here. Does anyone have Perogons? Wow, no one has Perogons. Unfortunate. Well, once you get the Perogon, which is, you can get it by, it's one of these. You have to talk to your pet 20 times. So you go here and talk to them. And then once you complete the quest, it'll be up here at the top in your collection goodies. And then you have to equip it over here. And then it says 23 hours. It's basically 24 hours. But we can cut that down by using AP. That's what we're going to do. So, in between the runs, I guess I'll... Ooh. Yes, somebody showed up with Perogons. In between the runs, we'll do some pet stuff. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, we'll be doing those as well. Did I use Streamer 3 or Streamer 2? This is getting confusing. I should have paid attention. Oh man. I don't remember. I should have paid attention. That's my bad. I think I used Streamer 2. That's my guess. Does it tell me anywhere if I've already bred? No, Streamer 4 hasn't. Or Stream 2. I think I used Stream 2. I think I did stream 2. So swap him out. Alright, I guess we're just gonna do some runs then. Let me swap out stream 2. Are they all water? Yes, they're all water right now, but there is a 20% chance that we get a non-water, so that's what we're going for. Is just the water element out? I don't think so. So the reason why I don't think that just the water element is out is because usually they drop everything at the same time. And if you go here, you can see every single element color. So my guess is that it's possible. And then when you're actually reading the information on pets, under pairing element, the number 4, it says there's a 20% chance to get a random element offspring. And so there is a possibility that water is the only thing that's out, but there's also a possibility that water is not the only element that has been out. There's evidence to show that every element is out, so I guess that's what we're going to find out today, is if we can get any other element. This white Perogons are presenting today is just one of the many elements we've been able to identify. It doesn't say that it's not out. It just means that they're just giving us the white ones. Like, I feel like if they said, we're coming soon, that's usually the wording that they use. I also want to do some testing with pets. So the new pets have a special kind of ability. Let's see. Is this one is streamer 2? Okay. The new pets have a new type of ability. Let's see if I can find one that I have not seen before. Oops. I guess I have to go there. Okay. We'll go here then. So like these prohibit unison recovery. I haven't seen that before. That doesn't mean that it's new. I want to know if it'll only activate this when you actually have the debuff. Because if it applies, like if it tries to recover when you don't even have the debuff, then that's horrible. But if it waits until you actually have the debuff before it uses it, that would be really, really good. So I'm curious if I have nothing but these recoveries on a character that'll actually do what I think it might. So I don't think anyone else has a Perogon, so we're gonna go do some more quests. And hopefully when we complete the quests, people will have more Perogons. My goodness. Plus 71 on element. With a 1.3, basically a 1.4 multiple. That's pretty crazy. That's damn good. I didn't even get to do anything. Your pet calls you fashionable. We'll have to see the drip. Oh, if you guys don't know, you can get a bunch of gems from this event because you can play for each team and you can get stuff. Hang on, let me show you. So you can go here and then to event. When you actually click on it, you'll get, what is it, 5 gems? 5 gems for this, and then 5 gems on this side as well. So, quite a few gems to be had from these guys. Got a new ability. I think we'll just go to the next one. Alright. So I have another one. Oof. Man, that is something. Right. So I think I only have 5 hours on these. Yeah, only 5 hours on the eggs. So I'm gonna go to the quests. I think at some point too, I'll do some crystal salts, and I'll show you guys what I do for crystal. I have not built a crystal set. Oh, let's see. It's probably been over a year now since I've actually tried to do well in crystal assault. But I can at least show what that process looks like. How do you have all those fruits? That's a great question. It's hard to hear you with the in-game background music. Oh, good to know. Alright, let me turn the in-game background music down. Is the in-game background music good now? You'll have to let me know. How do I have all of these fruits? I've been playing the game since it came out. That is how. Eduardo, is that, you'll have to let me know if the audio is better now, because I turned down the app audio. Oh, man. I feel so, I guess not useless isn't really the word, because I can, even with this awful set, I can solo it. The quest, it just takes forever. It's kind of annoying. Oh, I guess I could also do the Eidolon trials. I don't know, I only tried doing the Eidolon trials like twice. I was in line at Panera. Yeah, sounds good now, but I gotta go, or I gotta wait for when you're finished. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad it at least sounds better. Alright. Stream. Okay, Stream is the one that I have used. So now I've used Stream 3. This will be stream 5. This one will be stream 6. Stream 3 I was not super pleased with, so we're gonna say goodbye. Goodbye, stream 3. All right, Craig, do you have any? Man, this one's also not doing that great. Oof. All right. Ooh, we'll actually do donuts. Oh, the donuts? Oh, that was the small one. Okay. I think the donuts are equivalent to the big, the rank 2. I think all the rank 2s are the same for these. Lobby music sounds okay, but when you're in the waiting room, for people to join the battle, oh, it gets louder. Interesting. Okay. I can turn it down a little bit more. All right. See if that's good. Here, I'll turn it down a little bit more. Okay. Good to know. I kind of want the donut for myself. So Fridays, this is a kind of fun thing. Fridays at my school, when we're walking to, like, from the parking lot to my first class, I pass the engineering building, and on Fridays the engineers all get together and give out free donuts. Now, I'm not an engineer, I'm a chemist, but I go in there every single Friday. I get a donut and hot chocolate, and it makes my day, man. There's nothing better than, that's just, it's so good. It's honestly so good. You know, it's the tiny things in life that really make the biggest difference. Not this. Pairing. Sent a pairing request. Okay. Oh man, I didn't realize I had so many pairing requests. Oh shoot. Oh, wait, hang on. Do I have it? I don't know if I have anyone else that can breed. Hang on. So stream can no longer breed. You guys might have to breed with each other too. I'm not sure. You need to farm more rank 2 food. I don't even remember where you get rank 2 food. I don't think this guy can pair. I think he's already paired for the day. Because I think I did streamer 4 earlier. Man, I wish it showed that he was, like, exhausted. You know what I mean? Like, he had enough sex, and now I can successfully move him aside. I'm pretty sure he's maxed out. Oh, max pet limit. Okay. Well, time to say goodbye. I guess we could say goodbye to some of these. I think I have more than enough. Those. This one's not even a max level dragon, or this one. Yeah, that's probably good. Oh, and I could probably get rid of all the blue aliens too, since I have the Perogons. Oh, only have one blue alien. Good to know. All right, so I have 2 eggs on standby, and then I've got these guys time to do some questing. Quest time indeed. Hopefully my eating sound is not too annoying. All right, time to name the new guys. Hopefully we get some new colors. If nobody has gotten new colors yet, it's possible that they're not even out yet. Oh, I still have 5 hours on these guys. Okay. Well, I can at least upgrade these too. What does this look like? It's okay, I suppose. What was the other ability he got? Time up. Eh. Should I keep him? Yes. What type of pet were you wanting to breed with? What, ooh, both level 2? That's probably good. 3 level 2s. You can do that. All right, let's remove streamer 4. All right, you should be able to select my front one. Pairing. Okay, firework. And I'll swap out. I'll actually just remove him. And then if anyone else has a Perogon, I am ready. My guess is that we're probably out of Perogons. Yeah, that's my guess, is that we're out. That's fine. All right, I am actually going to do the Crystal Assault now. So, what is the element? The advantage is wind. Okay. Alrighty. My wind set. This is this. Now I need more defense. I won't need this. What I need is high defense. I am missing some of the high defense stuff. I don't need this one either. Let's see about my... Ooh, there's a bunch of good stuff on this one. Let me dump all this here. And then equip all of this. Need a little bit more. I'll probably swap out like this gear as well for more defense. 73. Do 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 do. Right, that's probably enough. Okay. Man, if I'm going for pure, then I could probably swap these out, but I think the ability power is probably worth it. This one though I can swap out. And one of these guys I can also swap out for a little bit more. So we've got exactly 20 left. And now I want to get and probably swap out for him. And ooh, this one will probably give more stats. Yep. Missing, I'd be reducing my defense, probably not worth it. Yeah, I think this is probably a good backline setup right now. And then for monsters, I got 180 buff on Valk. I have the crit chance buff on her. I have the field on her. Oh, I guess this is ability power as well. Abstraction, vital strikes from her. What does she give? Just rage, failings. Maybe I swap out this one. And we'll just go high cost. I wonder if this one would be good because of the element. Yeah, that sounds good. Now, do any of the other ones apply anything that's super good? Well, this one also gives element, but I think this one gives more, right? This one gives 18? Yeah, this one gives 18, okay. This one applies Dawn, which is nice, but that's it. And same thing, pretty much nothing. I don't think she does anything either. Alright, so the question is, which bubble do I want? This bubble's not bad. Ooh, that bubble is pretty bad. Let's see. Skirmisher bubble, also not good. Who else is in the front line? Oh, barracks! Yo, this one gives barracks. I think I have to apply this one. Right, so then the dream would be that I throw this one, and then all the other 4 elements get thrown. I think that's probably the way. Yeah. Alright. Now, I don't think there's anything else I can do to increase my time. I could change around my pets, but I don't even think I have enough. High defense. Do this one. Oh, hang on. Should be every element. Okay, 13 cost left. I guess we'll just equip these guys. All right. So this is how I would normally make a set for taking on. What you want is you want a list of good buffs, right? So that from this one I'm getting 180 in elevation and absolute. That is the main thing. And then from this one I'm getting, from Ubel, I'm getting ability power, crit, more ability power from crit, and I'm also getting World Element, which guarantees crit. But, and then from this is the monster I'm going to throw. And she gives Barracks, which is the best bubble. And then this one, I'm getting Vital Strikes. That's the main reason why I'm throwing this monster, just for Vital Strikes. And then hopefully I get this one as well. And this one will give me the element. As well as... Is that it? Ooh, I could get some more wind. I would just need to awaken her twice. Is that worth it? How many do I have? It's probably worth it, to be honest. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I could probably use some of these, right? I think I have enough. I can throw 2 affirms into this. Hang on, let me... What were the affirms that I was throwing in? Yeah, okay, this is the one that I want to keep. The attack and defense one, probably. Because I still play... Every once in a while, I still play... My brain is going blank. I still play Lancer and Soldier every once in a while. So, that would be my Lancer and Soldier stats. Alright, so I have 60 element right now, and I honestly don't think... Ooh, heck yes. Hell yeah. Alright, let's unequip Streamer 5. Oh, I can't unequip him. Okay, well that's fine. Hell yeah. We're gonna get some more of these Peragons. You know, I haven't gotten any of the other colors. It's possible that none of the other colors are out. So, actually, I don't think I have really any wind. Oh, I have a ton of them. What was I thinking of? What element was I thinking of? Fire? Yeah, I was thinking about fire. Okay. Well, I guess I'll swap out all of these eggs for higher element. And I guess I'll go this one. Okay. Cool. So now, my element should be 65. And it is. So I am rocking about 12 mil against water. I wonder if I could swap out for this. Oh, I could. I think this is a better proc, isn't it? Oh no, it's just roar. Does it give more stats? I do high total. Oh, I have a 44 cost one with obliteration. Oh, I don't think I have enough infusion gems though to really, because I've been running low on infusion gems. Oh, not here. I guess I have 3 from the event, and then I have 51. Yeah, that's not a whole lot. That's not a whole lot. I could do it though. Yeah, I have some random 44 cost stuff that I can use. Actually, I have quite a bit of random 44 cost stuff that I can use. What the heck? Wonder if I have 4 of them. So, new packs come with a lot. Yeah, I did see that. This pack came with like 28. This one came with 15. This one came with 5. The question is, do I really want to spend more on this game though right now? And I haven't gotten this one. I think it's kind of cute, you know. But I never dress up like a girl anymore. So I also didn't grab this. I was like, eh. Since I never dress up like a girl, there's no point in having the cute cosmetics. You should definitely spend. How many gems is a drop to you? How many gems is a drop of ether? Ooh, that depends greatly on the place in which you are. I think early game, gems are way, like for a new player, gems are way, way, way more valuable because you need to build out 10 weapons, at least 10 armors, and 10, well, not close to 10 monsters, but you need at least 2 monsters, in my opinion. So that's a total, the 2 monsters alone are like 1,200 gems. And then getting like a nice set of weapons is going to be another probably 1,200. So yeah, you need about 2,500 gems like right off the bat as a new player. So I value gems as a new player way, way more. But I would say when you hit the mid game, you kind of get stopped by how many drops of ether the game gives you. And so that will limit a lot of people. And I think drops of ether become way more valuable than gems through the mid game. And then once you hit late game, both gems and drops of ether are equally valuable in my opinion, because you want to have, if you're playing super late game, you want all of your weapons to be maxed. You want all of your defense gear to be maxed. You need tons of new monsters, and you need tons of gear for each element. So there's a lot more that goes into it as a late game player. However, as I haven't been spending a ton of gems, I had saved up like 2,000 gems, and I had like somewhere around 300 drops of ether, and the gems were more valuable. So I think currently I would say that 1 drop of ether is probably equivalent to 5. Ooh, actually no, it's probably way more than that. Maybe like 15 gems. That's probably a good estimate. 15. Well, I think I have enough. Since I'm kind of moving away, spending for cosmetics is silly. But I guess some viewers are premium. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the cosmetic. Like, for example, Ancient right here, he has these cards. You had to spend money to get these cards. For example, I am currently using these balls to float. You had to spend money to get the balls. And I think that they haven't released them again. The balls particular were like a 10th anniversary thing for Japanese Unison League, and these were a 10th anniversary thing for global. So I doubt that they'll ever come back. So I think in some instances, buying for cosmetics is worth it. Now, I have purchased some cosmetics in the past just to have them under the cosmetics shop. Ooh, there's actually some interesting stuff. Like this color I haven't seen before. That's interesting. But like I have this one and this one, you know, so I didn't spend money per se, but I spent gems, and gems are basically money. So there's like, you know, there's that. And then I have also purchased, I think I bought a lightsaber at some point. I don't think I have anything else here, but yeah. You know, I've purchased some cosmetic things before. I forgot how much it was. I think the one that Ancient had, I think this one was like 15, 20. I think the one that I have was like 45. I think this one was like 45, 50. Yeah. But it came with other stuff. I mean, I have a bag downstairs. I have a Unison League shirt. I have a DVD with all of the music from Unison League on it. I have some other stuff as well. So like it came with it came with a calendar as well. So it came with real stuff. So I have like real merch. So it's a little bit different. I suppose I could do this. Like this is garbage. This one's not bad, probably. It's not bad, but it's not good. Oh, not this one. This one. Yeah, I can get rid of that one. Oh, I guess I can't get rid of it. I can get rid of this, though. And I can get rid of this. I don't think I want to get rid of this one. Yeah, definitely don't want to get rid of this one. Suppose I could also just get rid of this. What is this? Oh, it's Triumph. Oh, no. Wouldn't want to get rid of that. Get rid of this one. So I can get rid of these 5. That's not a lot of infusion gems. I can do this. Drops of ether. I just do this to support my favorite game company, A-Team. Yeah, I mean, so as a free-to-play player, though, you can also support A-Team. If you're watching the videos, a lot of people don't watch the videos to get like the 100 AP per day. But watching those, they get money from the advertising revenue. So, yeah, I mean, there are lots of ways to support Unison League. You don't have to spend money, but yeah, I also purchase so I can support Unison League every once in a while. I think they've gotten enough of my money over the years. Oh, actually, do I not have? Oh, I don't. Okay, interesting. He said they are not going to EOS. Oh, end of service. I believe that they won't go end of service this year, at least, because they have collabs planned, and they have some other stuff planned as well. It would be really unusual if they went end of service this year. And I think that they're still getting enough money from the whales. I think they need to come out with some more events, to be honest. Like, they need to come out with some really hard quests, and then the whales will spend again. Because the whales love spending on really hard quests. There are a bunch of other games where people just don't spend enough. Yeah, but you have to keep in mind, too, that Japanese people spend quite a bit. And I think the number of Japanese players are way more than the global. I think there are like 5,000 players in Japanese Unison League, where there's only like 2,000 players in global. So they have quite a few more players. I would Firework Invincible, but I am out of monsters that I can pair with right now. Let me do Crystal Assault, and then I will... Oh, I didn't even check my abilities. I never checked my abilities. I think these are fine. These are fine. Wait, I just realized I upgraded that piece of gear, and then I never equipped it. Oh man, you know, what can I say? What ability does the new pet give? There are quite a few abilities that the new pets have. The biggest thing is that it gives stats, and it's like a nice monster for those who did not get the my brain is going. The aliens, because they only released the aliens for a small time, and so then if you were a new player and you didn't get the aliens when the aliens came out, because they did a whole universe thing. If you never got the aliens, then you had to breed with people who had aliens, and a lot of new players didn't have alien friends, and even a lot of us longtime players didn't have the aliens. So the aliens were a nightmare. The Peragons hopefully will be way better. So that's the goal, is to, because the Paragons also give element, plus they're similar to the what are they called? The dragons. When the dragons came out, they were way higher in value than the regular Limimins, because the regular Limimins maxed out at like 3k, and the dragons maxed out at like 8 or 9k, something like that. So the Paragons now, they max out at 9k, plus they give you the elemental advantage, so they're pretty solid. All right, let me actually equip that new piece of gear that I just upgraded. I will need 2 more in this. Show me wind, show me this. Bada bing, bada boom. This one is not as good, I don't think, as this proc. Yeah, obliteration is better. Alright, we'll swap them. And then I need to synergy skillet. Guess I can carry it over. It's probably easier that way. Oh, actually, there's not much. What? Everything's open. What? What the fuck? There was no filter. All right, there we go. All right. Now I guess I can do a rerun. I only do 6 E9 damage. 6 E9, 6 to the 9th damage. I don't know, I think I did pretty good damage. I'll show my rank. You don't know anything about it. I don't know if I ever made a video on how to do Crystal Assault. I should probably do that. Let's see what my rank is in Crystal Assault. Rank 30? That's not bad. Wow. That is pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't think I can get close to 132. That's unbelievable. You think the 8th ring will come out this year for base classes? That's an excellent question. My guess is probably not. And the reason why, see, I thought that 8th rings were going to come out this year, but I changed my mind when they came out with all of these unison abilities, because I think they're going to focus on unison abilities, and I don't think 8th class stuff is going to come out this year. I think they're gonna focus on the oh, come on. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh man. That's super unlucky. That is what it is. Yeah, I think 8th class stuff will probably come out next year or the year after. There's a possibility that it never comes out because perhaps Unison League is satisfied, like A-Team is satisfied with where the classes are right now. It's kind of hard to create more class abilities, honestly. Each class does so much nowadays, and the meta is kind of in a weird spot. So, oh, this run is horrible. Without the triple procs, I'm running out of cost way too fast. Holy smokes. Yeah, it was without Windvalk, running out of cost is inevitable. I think though, like if I'm being completely honest, I think Mage really needs a new class ring stuff. I think they're so far behind the other classes. It's kind of ridiculous. I do too, but I think because the power cliff with Unison League abilities, they might want to adjust the classes with 8th ring. They're going to have to do something because people are dying way too fast in PvP, in my opinion. People are dying way too fast in guild battles, and we one-shot the crystal the other day with just Windvalk. We didn't have Crest, we didn't have Crest or Field, and we one-shot. So I think that, what the fuck is that? I think the game is in a really weird spot right now. Like a really weird spot. The meta is really strange in guild battles. I think the questing is fine. Questing, I think, has been better than it ever has been. But the other two kind of situations are in weird spots. Yeah, it's. I think Rook. The problem with Rook is A-Team doesn't know where they want to go with Rook. That's honestly the biggest problem, is that A-Team has no idea where they want to go. Because before, Rook used to be a pure DPS class that was focused on defense and magic defense and, you know, that type of stuff. Then they changed Rooks, and Rooks became more of a supporting class, and they were more like clerics but did more damage. And recently, A team has realized that nobody plays the defense magic defense rook anymore, uh, which is their own fault. I mean, people would play magic defense rook, but the ability power and the number of hits on their dual scaling abilities is just so low. Yeah. I mean, it's A team's own fault that nobody wants to play, that not a lot of people are playing rook as a main class. And then, but rook has been in a really weird spot. Like, when they were here, it was okay, but like, why did they get Sword of Innocence? Just totally unnecessary. These abilities are good. I mean, when they first came out, they were fine. These abilities are fine as well. But then they released these abilities where they are scaling off of attack and defense. And it's like, okay, well, if rooks are meant to scale with defense, magic defense, why are you releasing abilities that scale off of attack and defense? And now a lot of the people that play rooks basically just play attack and defense or magic attack, magic defense rooks, which, what's the point in playing a rook at that point? And they did get some new abilities. This one's kind of interesting. And this one's also interesting. But do you see how both of these abilities are like very support heavy? It's just weird because, Cleric already exists and nobody plays Cleric for a reason. It's because supporting in this game is just awful. Like, you'll see clerics and stuff in guild battles, and you'll see rooks in guild battles too, but like, you hardly ever see rooks and clerics outside of guild battles. You'll see rooks in like PvP stuff, like Colosseum every once in a while, but you hardly ever see clerics in PvP. And the only reason that rooks are really good in PvP is because they have DS. But the way that the game has changed, now DS is actually a bad thing because you can do so much damage. If somebody applies DS, if the rook doesn't know what they're doing and they apply DS and the people on your team know what they're doing, they can attack stuff like the CPUs on the enemy team, and you will feed so many points to the point where it's impossible to win as the rook. So rooks are in a horrible spot in PvP too. Even if you win all 3 rounds, you could lose the game because of stuff like Devoted Sacrifice, and the same thing applies to Immortal Heart. So they're both in weird spots. Now for regular quests, you hardly ever see either rook or cleric. And the reason why you hardly ever see rook is because, no one plays the magic defense rook, which is really unfortunate. And the reason why you never see clerics is because clerics don't do any damage, and there's no point in healing because unis do better healing and protecting than clerics do. So why wouldn't you play any other class? Yeah, so they're both in a really weird spot. They're both very unfortunate in their current positions. Yeah. Eduardo, the only way that you can make clerics great again is if you reduce the amount of damage dealt by players and by bosses by like 90%. Save this guy there. Very nice. We'll go back to my event gear. Yeah, so back in the day, a long time ago, clerics were actually mandatory for a lot of quests. And hardly anyone played cleric, but clerics were good in PvP, they were good in guild battle, they were good in questing. And the reason was because they were the only class that had access to healing that was good. Every class used things like mend, but it wasn't good enough. And mages were also really good because they scaled with magic attack and magic defense, so they could equip stuff like recover, and they could also recover. Now keep in mind, this is back in the day when recover, if you were a full magic attack, magic defense cleric, recover would only heal about 20% of your HP. And a lot of the time, bosses didn't do that much damage. They didn't have percent hits like they do now. They hardly ever did a ton of damage. And so it was a very different game. Even in stuff like PvP, like Colosseum and guild battles and stuff like that, one-shotting was basically unheard of. You'd have to had Unid, and you would have to have like double Valkyried to get 80 buff, you know, in order to really start doing some damage. And even then, one-shotting would have been really difficult. I think most people were not able to one-shot at that time. And like a regular attack would only do probably 15% of somebody's HP. And the same thing, healing would be about the same. And so clerics used to be really, really powerful because they actually had a position. But as the game progressed, it became more and more obvious that clerics were becoming useless, because why would you run a cleric when there's nobody to heal? Like if the person's just getting one shot, then there's no point in having a cleric. And that's basically what the game has been boiled down to in the last like 8 years. Damage has increased exponentially, and the same has not been true for cleric healing. And so clerics are in a horrible spot right now because there's no way to save somebody in PvP, and in questing they just don't do any damage, so it's awful. So clerics need to have damaging abilities, but I also think that they need to have a multi-ticking heal, you know, like a machine gun heal. You know, like when an ability like this, for example, hits 10 times. I want to see a cleric ability that heals 10 times, like heal, like bang, 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 bang. That way, if the person is getting attacked with a bunch of attacks, then at least the cleric has a possibility of healing this dude. Like, without machine gun heals from clerics, you're just gonna get people one-shotting, because you have to time the ability so perfectly in order to save somebody's life as a cleric. It is possible, but it's virtually impossible. It's like shooting an arrow and splitting another arrow while also being a football field away from the target. It is possible, but it is virtually impossible. Mage used to be arguably the best class at one point. Yes. Mages used to be so good. Well, okay. So by mages being the best class, we're referring to, just to be clear so that we're on the same page, we're referring to a time in which mages were the best class. There was a time in which mages were the best class. In fact, for much of Unison League's history, mages and soldiers used to be neck and neck for the best class. And one, you know, for a while, soldiers would be the best class, and then for a while, mages would be the best class. And this kind of went back and forth. So, but for a long while, mages were considered one of the best classes in the entire game. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm dead. Dude, I wouldn't have died if it wasn't a percent hit. Yes, for a while, though, mages were the best class in the game. 5 hours still. All right, let's see. We had some other statements or questions. I feel like Archer is the same as Rook. They kind of don't know where they want to go with Archer. You couldn't one-shot bosses back then. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to answer D'Anthony's thing first. You could not one-shot bosses. The boss battles back then were neck and neck, tooth and nail. You had to work with teams. They were similar to the really difficult quests, like the End of Stars and the Delusions. Every single quest was like that, except for it was a little bit easier. It wasn't quite as difficult as those quests because you didn't need to coordinate elements and stuff like that. But I remember back in the day, there was a strategy called uni buffering. And it was the idea that one person would they would throw the uni, and all the other 4 people would attack. And then when the uni was over, somebody else would uni, and the other 4 people would attack. And this would repeat until the boss was basically dead, because it would stagger the boss so the boss wouldn't attack, because there's usually a buffering window before the monster starts moving. And in this buffer window would be the times when 4 of you would attack and 1 person would throw uni. And this was a common tactic used. Now you have to keep in mind there was no proc that could heal you. So for example, nowadays you have procs that when you proc, you can get healing from the proc. Mages were the only class in the entire game that could heal themselves because they had lifesteal abilities. It was like a vampire ability. It was like blood something. And they were like one of the only classes that could heal themselves. And you have to keep in mind, even before then, they were one of the only classes that could heal in general, because lancers, soldiers, archers, none of them stacked enough magic attack and magic defense in order to be able to use recovery well. And so every single person here, I'll just show you like what people did back in the day. So every single person would have this ability because it was the only ability in the game that gave you cost. And most procs didn't give you cost. Everyone had this ability because it costs 0 and it used to recover, I think unmodified, it's like 10%. Enhance. Yeah, unmodified 10%. Everyone used to have this as well. And then you didn't have 5 abilities, you used to just have 3. And so everyone else used to run those. They used to run this. They used to run this. And then only mages and clerics could use recover well. Now, some classes, like for instance, I know it was very common for soldiers and archers to run something like mass recovery because, again, there was no way to recover status ailments and stuff like that. And back in the day, you have to keep in mind, too, that some monsters were really, really, really good because they would give you healing. So, for example, let's see if I have this monster still. I might not. It's been a long time. But it was my first ever monster. First ever monster. She might be in storage. Oh, I mean, this isn't one of the monsters that I had, but this one used to be really, really good. This was like one of the few monsters that was just garbage because it didn't give you any buffs. Yeah, I don't have her. She was the person that I'm looking for is an old monster. She used to just heal. She was like a 30 or 29 cost. It was Gaia. Wonder if she's... I've never looked here before in the encyclopedia, but I guarantee that I have this monster. I'm not even sure where it would be, because again, I never opened the encyclopedia. Maybe it would be like over here? Unless they're not grouped together. I mean, they look like they're grouped based on color. Yeah, they've got to be. So she's got to be here then. Unless I never upgraded her. I might not have ever turned her into an ultra rare. Because this isn't my original account. Man, where is she? This is making me so sad. Oh, there she is. So she used to heal. It used to just be like a flat heal, but I remember throwing this monster all of the time in stuff like PvP, and it was actually such a good monster. Healing 50% of your HP was like, oh my god, it was like a heaven. It was like the heaven shining down upon you, man. It was crazy. Yeah, man, fun times. Gaia, first ever monster that I had. So good. So good. Bum, bum. So good. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Let me upgrade Stream 7 stats. Oh, shoot. Oh well. All right. Sorry. Wow, we had quite a few messages since then. I remember when Apollo Quest had 7 waves. When the Apollo Quest had 7 waves. I don't remember the Apollo Quest ever having 7 waves. Apollo Quest having 7 waves. That also the reason why cleric is not needed. They make the weapons itself, along with the monsters, can heal continuously. A team just took the uniqueness of the class and made it global. Yeah. Yep. So, well, yes. You are completely right. Basically, they made it so that every class can heal themselves. They also made it so that monsters heal a lot. Monsters buff a lot. And they took all of the uniqueness out of the class. I completely agree with that. That is why, in my opinion, I think clerics should just be another DPS class at this point. I think they should be like a second mage with a little bit more healing. But for some reason, the last 2 times the A-team has released entire class rings for cleric, they have not gotten hardly any attack abilities. And the last time, they tried to make Lancer cleric a thing, which is like, I don't know what they were thinking with that one. Truly a baffling set of, actions. I just can't comprehend what they were even thinking when they did that. Yeah. I honestly think that Cleric could probably be one of the best classes in the game if they just gave Cleric some damaging abilities and a machine gun heal. Like, I'd love to see an ability that you could activate as a Cleric and you could deactivate whenever you want. So instead of being an ability that you use, it's like a special mode that you're in. And when you're in this special mode, anytime that somebody on your team gets attacked, you instantly heal them. And it would reduce your cost based on how many times you healed them. So like if you healed them, and you would just like repeatedly heal them with cost until you ran out of cost. Or they were max HP again. I think that would be so good. Even if they gave Cleric an ability where they healed like 10 times in a row, like really, really fast, I think that could also be pretty good. I think that Clerics need to fit a role, though, that is more healing based and can actually save people's lives in PvP and PvE. Currently in the game, they don't fit either of those roles. And I think A-Team is afraid of making Clerics mandatory, which is fair. But I don't know. I don't think by not making Clerics good, they are also making Clerics really, really bad. And I don't like to see that either. Because I actually really like the Cleric class. It was my first ever main class. But that was, again, back when Clerics were actually necessary. Okay, let's see what abilities he has. It's okay. Alright, Streamer 7 is available for sex. Sexy time. If anyone wants to... I remember too when Clerics started getting these anti-heal abilities, these counter heal abilities. They were so garbage when they came out. I was like questioning why they were even released in the first place. Nobody used these because they were so bad. Like, the reducing damage by 40% was the reason why you used this, not because of the counter heal. So it's such a bizarre thing to me that they released. I don't know. They've made tons of decisions that are like baffling to me with Cleric. I could make Cleric good. I could absolutely make Cleric good. I remember Divine Affection. This one was really good. And now Clerics are getting some really unique things. Like, they got dual attack. They can applies dual attack and reduces cooldown times. Oh, it's just describing what dual attack does. No, but this one applies dual attack. I could make Cleric good. I could absolutely make Cleric good. You just have to rework some of these abilities. Like, make this one hit 5 times. Make this one give uni. Make this one hit 3 times would probably be good. Make this one heal the targets 10 times in a row. Make this one apply temporary invulnerability for like 2 seconds. Yeah, Resurrection would be good. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, I was also thinking about Miracle. That would be dope. Like have Gospel Cleanse apply Miracle to one person. Circle of Innocence apply it as like a group. Like for Resurrection, that would be good. Hello. That's a good name. Good, strong name. All right. Back to questing. Yeah, so the reason why they did lances on clerics is because they okay. So let me rewind. For whatever reason, which I completely disagree with this, I never liked this, but it is what it is now. They added a new feature, I think in the last class ring, or the class ring before that. They made it so that new classes, so that you can use your weapons for other classes. So for example, and I think that they did this specifically to solve the cleric problem. At the time, mages were one of the best, if not the best class in the entire game. And then they released the newest ring. And in the newest ring, it was a requirement to use lances or relics and books in order to use the new strongest ability, which was Time Spellbook. Now, before this, the best thing to do was to run staves as a mage. And I think that they, at the time, like clerics really couldn't play any other class except for Morpher. Because I was playing cleric at the time. So it was the last one. The last class ring. They released this one. And I think that they specifically did this because they wanted mages to be flexible. But I think they also wanted people who specialized in books and relics to be able to actually do something in this game. And so by doing that, they decided, okay, now books and relics will have a place. And so then they needed to decide, if this is the new theme, then every single class should have a thing, right? So then clerics, soldiers, they decided to go with guns and bows, which was super bizarre. And lancers, now if you were a lancer, you could play, or now if you were a soldier, you could play lancers, which was weird, right? Like, why didn't, like, at this time, lancers didn't have any good dual scaling abilities. So why didn't they make it so that lancers could have access to the soldier class, and then soldiers had access to, I don't know, like the archer class, and then archers had access to the mage class? Like, somebody was going to get the short end of the stick, I think. Unless they literally just did like a 1-for-1 where mages could be like clerics and clerics could be like mages, which they could have done. And they could have made soldiers like lancers and lancers like soldiers. They could have absolutely done that. But they chose not to do that. Because archers would have been out of the bin, which I think would have actually been fine. I think archers being out of it would have been fine because they got dual blades from this. So I think it would have been fine if they did that, but they chose not to do it that way. They chose to do it in this weird, convoluted way. And I honestly think lancers got the biggest shaft in the world, because at the time, lancers didn't have any PvP abilities. This was not a dual scaling ability. This was the only dual scaling ability that they really had, and it was locked by the fact that you needed to main slot a sword or axe. And it was only one ability, right? You need at least two. clerics at the time were also getting shafted because they got this ability, which was the second dual scaling ability. You keep in mind, you could only use one of these. You could use this one or you could use this one because they require main slot specific things. So you didn't have enough abilities before. But now you have a second ability. And so it was good. It was like, okay, maybe we get a third ability. But then, this one used to not... Wedge of Judgment, I don't think used to be defense, magic defense. I think it used to just be... That's really bizarre, honestly. Defense, magic defense. What a weird ability. Yeah, it used to never be, this used to never be magic defense. I think it used to just be like a regular hit. And then they got this one, the Scythe ability, which was pretty insane for like 1v1s at the time. But yeah, everything else was pretty mid. And ever since then, they have been getting these weird fucking abilities. Like, this has no right to be a lance ability. This should absolutely be something else. I don't know. I want Mage to be good again. I think they have the coolest abilities. I think they should bring back Fire into the Mage lineup. They've been leaning towards like the purple abilities and stuff like that. Hello. They've been leaning towards purple abilities recently. But I want to see a remake of Meteor Strike and Meteor Rain. I think that would be awesome. Because that is the peak of when no other class even came close to how powerful mages were during the Meteor Strike, Meteor Rain era. And it was so much fun to Meteor Strike, Meteor Rain people. And they kind of remade them with Disaster. But everything nowadays is like purple. And I don't like the purple aspect. I want to see mages are meant to be every single color, right? I want to see some other colors other than purple. It's kind of... ugh. Anyway. It's just me complaining about the color of abilities. Okay. What did he get? Okay, I think that there's no other colors out. At this point, I should have gotten another color. Like, statistically speaking, I think only these guys are out. So, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate. What's your favorite color? I don't have a specific color that's my favorite, but if I had to choose, it would be a dark brown, like a dark wood brown. Do I think that mages should have a ton of status effects? That's an interesting idea. I do think that mages should have something. They currently, like, the only thing that's interesting in mages right now is that they're one of the only classes that consistently reduces the enemy's stats, which I'm okay with it. They just need a theme, man. They just need a theme, and it's definitely sad to see them have basically nothing going on. Alright, I think I'm going to stop reading because I wanted to get some other colors, but I don't think it's going to happen. Now the next thing to do is to test the monster, to test the new Perogon pets. Come on, give me uni. Oh, man. Oof. We are big dead. Are you up against some random shot guild? No, OnlyFans is a top tier guild. They are pretty much always in the Guild Grand Tournament. They were in the last Guild Grand Tournament. It doesn't help that basically none of us are on. Yeah, during EGB, I don't know why so many guilds are still super try hard. As you can see, we just, you don't even need to really show. Oof. Well, we definitely lost. We are dead as fuck. Yes, we get paired with top tier guilds all the time. Come on, expire. Expire. No. Okay. The field expired. Oh, man. That is game. Have you seen anyone run a Racer Zerker with that new ability they have? Yes, that is a common thing people are running. Yeah, Pandora is just stupid. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with this. I think A-Team might have to just nerf this. It's very, very rare that they nerf stuff like this, but they might have to just nerf it. Yeah. Yeah. It's not just me, though. I think a lot of people are really upset with Pandora. I'm not personally, like, when I see a Pandora, it's like, all right, well, I guess we just lost. But man, Pandora is just, I don't think it's particularly fun. So the way that I view things is whether or not they are fun to play and whether or not they are fun to play against. I don't think Pandora is either. I don't think Pandora is fun to play, and I also don't think Pandora is fun to play against. So overall, the question would be, why does Pandora exist if she's not fun to play and she's not fun to play against? So, yeah. I don't have an answer for that. Hopefully, here's my hope, is that hopefully A-Team realizes, okay, we fucked up. Because essentially what happened a long time ago was the exact same thing that's happening now. Here, let me pull up so I can give you the exact name of the monster. Let me pull it up. You won't be able to see it, I don't think, but I will describe it anyway. She a 40 cost monster? Or maybe she was a 42 cost monster? Ba-ba-da-ba. There's no way she was a 43 cost monster. Oh, yeah, here she is, 41. I thought she was 41. So Aster came out, and she was the first monster to ever apply Anguish Collapse And Anguish Collapse was the first ever field that disabled Unison Gauge filling by the enemy. And when she came out, she was the only monster to do that for like a good 6 months. Maybe even longer than that. And people, she had a long reign of terror, and people hated her. See if I can find her. I probably have her. Actually, maybe not. Yeah, there she is. So she used to apply Anguish Collapse. Only monster in the game to do so. And she was a horrible monster to play against. Basically, everyone was throwing Time Light Dark Star. And then people were throwing Dark to counter that. It was a horrible time. Everyone hated it. And, you know, bad times. But they never really changed Anguish Collapse. They just didn't release any other Anguish Collapse monster for basically ever. Alright. Darn. But yeah, and it was awful. It was awful. I hated it. Everyone hated it. There's nothing you could really do about it. Horrible times. My guess is that they'll do the same thing with Pandora, but Pandora is so much more broken because Pandora enables every other team and every other class. Like, there's nothing that can counter Pandora. It just doesn't exist. There's nothing in the game that counters Pandora. So. Yeah, for that reason, it's hard to compare Aster and Pandora. The game's pattern is guild tries super hard during EGB and then loses a lot in ranked GB. Yes, to an extent, but a lot of players do need to practice. Some, like for me, I've been playing for a long time. I don't really need to practice in guild battles. Most of the time I play silly things in guild battles when it's like EGB time. But yes, that is a common thing that will happen. Is people will try super hard and then lose during ranked guild battles. I used to be part of the guild Interstellar. I was actually a part of them for a good 2 or 3 years. And while I was with them, that happened a lot. But we didn't have mega whales. In fact, I was probably the whaliest person. And I'm not that big of a whale. I'm just a regular dolphin, I think. But we didn't really have a lot of whales. And we hardly ever made it to GGT. But now, their new guild leader, he's a little bit more whaley. And they've been able to attract some more whaley people. And I think they did pretty well in the last GGT. They at least made it. See if I can find him. Oh, he's probably not. He's probably just... Ooh, actually, he might be on Oldest. I was friends with him for a long time. Yeah, here he is. Like, look, they managed to secure some pretty whaley people. Actually, I don't even know if a lot of, like, Yui is a long-time player. I know her. I know Lennox is a long-time player, but he quit and came back. Barry, I'm not sure about Barry. Some of these people change their name every once in a while. Also not sure about this guy. But, like, Iddy, I know, is a returning player to this group. Zine has been here for a while. I don't know, Kin or Ku. Those are some nice splits, though. Those are some pretty good splits. Well, okay, so I had to answer your question, like, yes, I did spend 2,000 gems, but I had been saving for like 6 months up until that point. So those were basically all free gems. Almost all of them. Like 1,600 of those gems were free. Yeah, I think it depends on what you spend on. If you're spending every once in a while, I think it's totally fine. Dungeon and the collab ticket was set into an SSR instead of SR. And everyone... Wind Girl and Fire Wizard. I am not familiar. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Eduardo. I have VIP 11. Do I? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's like a... I mean, yeah, but I've been playing for a long time. I'm not sure what VIP 11... How much money that even is. Yeah, I mean, I only spent like 2,000 gems on that one. 10 to 20k? No, I don't think I've spent that much. I've probably spent like 5k over the years on this game. Yeah, 5k is my guesstimate. Trust me, I know. PTSD memory is trying to save you. Lefia and Ice from Danmachi. Ah, yeah, I have eyes. I played during the Danmachi era. I've never, ever seen Unison League closer to being shut down than during the Danmachi era. I don't have Danmachi on this account. I actually have it on my other account, which is older than this. I don't have any of the cosmetics either, which is really sad for Danmachi. But Danmachi was the first ever collab that I watched because I got some of the monsters from them free. And I remember I got the monsters for free. And then a few days later, A-Team said that they had made a mistake with the drop rates and they were going to take everyone's gear back. They were going to take everyone's monsters back and they were going to replace them with tickets again. And A-Team was flooded with complaints and they didn't back down. And so people went to the Unison League page on Google and Apple and started review bombing. And I remember Unison League's reviews went from like close to a 5.0 down to like a 2 in a matter of a few days, 2 stars. And Unison League messaged us and said that they, regardless of what we do, that they're going to go through with it. And then we got a late night message right before they were about to take everyone's gear back. They had a late night message and they said, we are in the middle of talks right now with the Denmachi crew trying to figure out a good resolution. And the final resolution was that they weren't going to do anything. They never took our stuff. They let everyone have it. And yeah. I think A-Team realized that they had made such a big mistake. And it was really unfortunate to see, honestly. But A-Team decided that they were going to just go in a completely different direction after that. And I think they started power scaling and power creeping way harder because all the players had the best monsters in the game. Yeah, it was pretty sad. Sad times. Yeah, but to be fair, at the time, I don't think either of those monsters were as oppressive as Pandora is. Because at the time, those monsters were like the best, and there was no reason to have extra uni defense. Like the uni defense was still super new and like a lot of people didn't really have it, and so there was a lot of problems at the time. But here, I'll show you. I am VIP 11. Yeah, I think I've only spent like 3K. I think the number out front is how much money you spent. Because I think each dollar is like 1,000 or something like that. 1,000 points. You'd have to spend $1 and then look it up. How much it changes. But I remember at some point I did check. I definitely have not spent as much as some people though. I remember somebody was maxed out on VIPs. And I asked them how much they spent, and they said that they had spent like 20K on the game, which is crazy to think about. Oh, it resets after every level up? Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Because this guy, I know this guy that I was talking about, he was max level VIP, and he had another, like it was obvious he had spent like 15K on the game. So crazy stuff. But he said he had spent well over 20K, and this was back in the day. They're quite yeah, it's almost 50K VIP 15s. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are people who have spent over 50K in this game. That's how the game survived for, 11 years. There used to be an archer. He was like a top tier archer. I forgot what his name was. But he was like the strongest archer in the entire game. And he used to guild hop. And so he never had a stable guild. And I remember inviting him to my guild. And I wanted to make him like the cornerstone of our guild. So I had him frontline. And then I had 2 soldiers that would protect him. They would use like Knight's Loyalty on him so that he would take 0 damage in the front line because he hated to die. He hated when he died. So we had him, and he said that he had spent like around that much, like 30 to 50k in the game, because he was like well above everyone else in gear score, had basically every monster on stat. Incredible player. And he ended up leaving our guild like the day before ranked guild battles, which was really sad. It was very unfortunate, but that was back in the day when I was a wee lad. That was around the time when 40 Cost was really coming out. It was right after 40 Cost came out. There was a I forgot what her name was. She was a dark monster, and she came out, and she was like the first monster to give 2 element resistances. It was like dark and water or something like that. She's a 40 cost monster. What year was that? Must have been like 7 years ago. 7-8 years ago, something like that. No, Syndura had not come out yet. We're still on 40 cost. Still on 40 cost at that time. All right. Does anyone have any final questions or things that they want to do or see me do or anything like that? 2020 or 2021? Yeah. It was around that time. So yeah, like 6 years ago. I'm going to call it in about 7 minutes. My voice, as you can probably hear, is starting to go. I'm not used to talking this much. And I still need to record an update video on Wagyu. And I also need to record a video on the pets. Pet Perogons. I cannot eat that much food. In fact, I'm like a minimalist when it comes to eating food. I can eat 1 meal in a day and I'd be fine. Gosh dang, look at that. What an interesting number of abilities. man, he's AFK. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Man, we're getting a bunch of people hopping in. Welcome in, guys. I am gonna call it in like 5 minutes. I have other stuff I need to do today. But if you guys have any questions or anything that you want me to want to see from me, if you want to see my sets or have questions or 1v1 me or whatever, we can do a few things before I go, and then I'll call it. Hey, we got a uni. I'm asleep. Good night. Good night. Dang, you're sleeping? What time is it where you live? Alright. I'm going to do one more quest, and then I'm going to call it. Because I'm going to be completely out of AP. You know, I think probably starting next weekend, I might do account reviews where I log into people's accounts and take a look at them. We'll have to see though. I kind of wanted to start doing account reviews after Wagyu, after I had donated Wagyu to somebody. But I also haven't decided how I'm going to donate Wagyu and like what will be the requirements to determining if who gets that account. Because I want the account to not die. But I definitely don't need to be playing on 2 different accounts. And I don't really want to start streaming from my computer. but I might have to for when it comes to account reviewing. So some interesting things on the horizon. I might just end up doing I would want to actually log in. Like, looking at screenshots I don't think is a good indicator of anything. But yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up. I had a lot of fun. Sorry it was a little bit late and it came out in a different stream. I still don't know what was going on, because I clicked on the scheduled stream and then I was streaming for a few minutes and I pulled it up on my computer and it was still not loading for you guys. So yeah, it was a lot of things that went wrong at the time, but I'll get it fixed, I guess, next time, hopefully. Alrighty, thank you guys, and I will catch you later.